Hey guys, it's Tara and welcome back to another video. To kickstart the new year today, we're making a one-pot pasta dish. You guys have been asking for more healthy and easy recipes, perfect to bring either to work or to school or just simply to enjoy at home. All month long, I'm gonna be sharing easy meal prep recipes using either one pot on the stove or your Instant Pot. You do not wanna miss any of these incredible recipes. So be sure that you're subscribed by tapping that red subscribe button below and click the bell icon. That way you're notified each time I post a new video. If you guys are ready to get started with this easy one pot pasta dish, smash that like button and let's jump right into the video. In a medium-sized pot, bring water to a boil and grab your pasta. I'm using this chickpea gluten-free pasta. I love using this pasta in a recipe like this because it adds so much more protein, but you can use any kind of pasta that you love. I've also salted this water pretty heavily prior to putting the pasta in. Gluten-free pastas, particularly chickpea pasta and red lentil pasta, have a tendency to boil over very quickly, so be sure to keep a close eye on it. Sometimes when using gluten-free pasta, I also empty some of the water out as I'm going. It just helps it to prevent it from boiling over continuously. I also like to reserve some of the pasta water to add later. It's very helpful. The pasta is going to continue cooking after we drain out all of the water, so be sure to undercook your pasta by at least 1 minute. That way it will not be overcooked by the time the recipe is done. Once your pasta is almost finished cooking, turn off the stove, drain it, and return it to the same pot. Now we're going to add our canned tomatoes. I'm using fire roasted. You can use any kind of tomatoes that you like. Some coconut milk. You can substitute almond milk or even just regular milk or half and half. I love adding olives here. If you don't like olives, leave them out. And mukamami. It's similar to edamame. I absolutely love it, but you can use edamame if you like. We're gonna crush some garlic cloves. I love this garlic press. It makes it so easy. I will link the one I'm using in the description box below. Next, we're gonna add some fresh cracked black pepper and some pink Himalayan salt. It's my favorite. Then we're gonna grab our vinegar. I've used this fig balsamic vinegar before. I highly recommend it. But of course, if you can't find this or if you don't have this, use any kind of balsamic vinegar that you have. It will add such a depth of flavor. Vinegar really increases the depth of flavor of this dish. I absolutely love using it. And I also like heat, so I'm gonna add some red chili flakes, some onion powder, some dried parsley, and some dried basil. Then we're gonna stir everything together and grab our coconut nectar. I've really been loving using coconut nectar instead of another type of sweetener in a recipe like this, but you can sub in agave or even just like a teaspoon of sugar and it will still be delicious. Coconut nectar is so syrupy and delicious, and it's also low on the glycemic index, so I love using it. Another alternative would be maple syrup. That would also be great. Then we're going to add some olive oil. This is where you want to use the best quality olive oil that you have. Next, I'm going to grab some cheese. To increase the creaminess of this dish, I'm going to add a little bit of Fontina cheese. If you don't have Fontina, you could also use like a Parmigiano Reggiano, a Pecorino Romano, or even a little bit of goat cheese would be delicious. If you're vegan, of course, simply leave the cheese out or use any other type of vegan cheese substitute that you love. I'm not even grating the cheese, I'm just throwing it in because this cheese melts really well, but you could also just shred it if you like. When the cheese is melted, it's time to plate it up. This is delicious, hot or cold. I can't wait to hear what you guys think about this recipe. I hope you enjoyed today's video and that you have a chance to try it. Let me know any other recipe ideas that you have for a future episode in the comments below. I'm gonna leave a playlist of more easy recipes on the screen over here if you'd like to check that out. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you next week as we continue our meal prep recipes. Bye guys.